guys, how's it going? I'm back with another sort of controversial video, I'm guessing. I don't think it should be a controversial topic, but people are just gonna hate, so, you know, there's not really much I can do about that. I just delete the negative comments and that's that, so I just pretend that it doesn't exist. Today I'm going to be talking to you about why I think the Legend of Zelda series should be retired, why I don't think they need to be making any new games, why it's a tired old franchise that just doesn't need to continue, basically. Surprisingly, I actually used to be a really big Zelda fan, like really big. It's all I would play when I got home from school. It's all I was thinking about when I was at school, was going home and playing the games. Really, it's all I did. But since starting university, my peers have really opened my eyes to some of the stale and boring and sometimes downright inappropriate themes within the Zelda games. And I wanted to bring those to the table and let you guys know about them, basically. So, I don't know if you guys remember, but back when Breath of the Wild was coming out and when we just had like the teaser trailers, people were speculating that maybe Link was actually a girl in this game because he looked kind of feminine, like he had feminine features and somewhat androgynous features. So some people were speculating that maybe he was a girl. There were a lot of great videos made around this time about why Link should be a girl and like what that would bring to the table. But the game came out and he wasn't a girl. He was still a guy. And I was really disappointed in Nintendo. I thought they were a little bit more woke than that, but apparently not. So yeah, that's like my first real concern. They have a lot of girls that play the Zelda games, even if they don't want to admit it. They have a large female audience, and I think that they could really appeal to that audience more if they made Link a girl, or at least gender non-conforming, or they made Zelda the protagonist for once, because she's never had her own game except for Wand of Gamelon, which we don't talk about. So yeah, basically we need more strong female characters in the game, or else I'm just like not going to be interested in it anymore. My second thing is that basically the bosses are too hard. When I was young, I thought like I couldn't beat the bosses just because I was like young and inexperienced, but it turns out it has nothing to do with me at all. It's just that the bosses are way too difficult. When I was really young, my dad forced me to sit in my room and fight Goma in the Deku Tree, and I was never able to get my slingshot out in time to hit her in the eye before she jumped back down. I've never been able to beat a Zelda boss since then. Like, I have to call my dad to come over and help me do it, because it's way too hard. Way too hard. This one is a small annoyance, but it's still something that bothers me. The games are like very like PG, like kid-friendly. I would want like some more blood, some more like gritty scenes, basically more mature themes in the game. It's almost as if Nintendo is trying to keep the game like family friendly or something, which doesn't make any sense because we all know that Nintendo systems mainly support teen or mature rated games, so I don't know why Zelda is so stuck in the past. This next one has been a major annoyance for me during my whole life with every single Zelda game I've played. Link doesn't talk. Like, as you all know, the first Zelda game to ever be released was Ocarina of Time, and I thought that he didn't talk in that game just because he was like young, like he hadn't learned to talk yet, like he was a toddler, but he's had like 20 years to learn how to talk, so I don't know why he still only like just grunts and yells and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure he should know how to talk by now. I'm no expert, but luckily we have the Legend of Zelda cartoon that gives us a good canonical representation of what Link is supposed to sound like.
Hey, excuse me, princess.
This one is one of my big ones. It's just like the developers are lazy or something. Ocarina was the first game to come out, and as you know, Majora's Mask was like the sequel, the second Zelda game to ever come out. And it was an okay game, I guess, but they reused all of the characters and like just gave them different names. I didn't understand that at all. Like, talk about a company that doesn't care about the experience of the player. It's almost as if they had only 1 year to create the game or something, like as if. And my last problem, speaking of Majora's Mask, this segues into my next point perfectly. I said that I wanted more mature themes earlier in this video. That doesn't mean that I want inappropriate themes. And there's this side quest, a really boring side quest, by the way. It's like the longest in the game or something. It's the Couples Mask quest with Kafei and Anju. Basically, Anju is in love with this little boy, and she's like a grown woman. She has a job and everything. Like, she's a woman. And she's in love with this little boy, but everybody thinks that it's wrong for them to be in love. So Kafei, like, has to hide in this little room in the park. Anyway, the whole quest is helping them get together before the moon crashes, and I think it's really inappropriate that they basically put like a child predator in a Zelda game. And it doesn't matter that Andrew's a woman, it's the same thing. She's still a child predator. She's in love with a little boy, and he's brainwashed and thinks that he loves her back. And his parents, like the mayor and his wife, are like looking for him and whatever, and he's hiding out so that he can write letters to his adult girlfriend in secret. And Link, the whole point of the side quest is to get them together. Like, you're helping a child predator? This one like puts me at a loss for words. I don't understand. I get that the game came out in the early 2000s, but like, it's 2020 now. Like, child predators, like, shouldn't be allowed to just like roam free and whatever. Like, Nintendo needs a wake-up call. Anyway, those are my reasons. I hope you guys agree. If you do, let me know in the comments about like what points that were your favorite and all of that. And if you don't agree with me, please don't hit the dislike button. Please don't unsubscribe. Please don't leave a mean comment, because my self-confidence is very fragile, and if you guys did that and something happened to me, it would be your fault. So just please be nice, okay? It's not that much to ask. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!